I'm kind of used to Seth Meyers doing Weekend Update, but they really do need a change. If he does it another season, that needs to be his final season for real. If this is not his final season, next season should definitely be his. I mean, it's getting like okay, I'm getting kind of bored with it. They need to spice it up. Speaking of stuff they need that I'm bored with, Fred Armisen and Vanessa Bayer doing the best friends thing. They should have did it maybe two times and left it alone. It's like their fifth time doing this. The best friends from growing up type skit. It's not that that good to me. But I tell you what was though, Keenan Thompson doing Corey, the one black guy that's in all the one black guy that's in all the commercials. And you know what? I know they have different different guys in different commercials, but it seems like it's that one guy with the afro all the time. That you see that guy that's in the latest thing I've seen him in was that the McDoubles, not the McDouble. What does McDonald's have that the Daily Double thing. I think it's something like that. The Daily Double. And he's talking about I haven't moved out of my mom's house yet. I mean he's like in every commercial. But Keenan Thompson I was cracking up. He was like I'll be walking. He described the commercials to a T. Like even if that's not what happens in the actual commercials, stuff like that happens in commercials like that have those non-threatening black guys who that resemble the guy with the afro. I remember what's that guy that plays on The Game. Well, I guess The Game got canceled. What was his name? Pooch Hall. I remember Pooch Hall used to be that guy. Not that guy, but he used to be in a bunch of little commercials like that. Where you just always see him in just all kind of commercials. You know who else I see in a bunch of commercials all the time? Gillian Vigman from Mad TV. You know what? Gillian Vigman should be on SNL. I know they got enough females, but Gillian Vigman is in all the gosh darn commercials. Like everything. Like she's the wife in the Jack in the Box. She's everybody's wife in everybody's commercial. Jack in the Box, all of that. But anyway, getting back to Keenan, that was one of the highlights. Him doing that, where he described all the things that they have the token black guy do in all the commercials. Let's see. I hate it when they do these little grease type, 50s. I hate these little, oh, Bobby said he was going to take me to the dance. I hate those. I just, they can't, they do too many of these. And they're never that great, I'm just never feeling those things, and, I was going to say some other things about this, but other than me not liking it, that's all I need to say about it. The Miley Cyrus show, Vanessa Bayer, this needs to be the last one. She's the retirement. I'm glad she did the more adult Miley, because I was thinking after Miley Cyrus, changed her hairdo and kind of has more of an adult image now, I was thinking that, Vanessa wasn't going to do this anymore. But Vanessa does need more things to do on the show other than playing girl number 2. But I just, I don't know, like Vanessa, it was funny, but she could have, I don't know, man, she should have played it more subtle or something, or something. I don't know. I guess it wouldn't have, if she didn't do it like this, it wouldn't have been as funny, but it seemed like the audience was kind of moaning at it. Justin Bieber did his thing, making fun of himself about the weed situation. Like I said, it's always good to have a host that could, not take himself too seriously. But speaking of taking himself too seriously, Justin Bieber did seem like he was too cool to do a lot of these characters. Like he didn't really put himself he didn't really put a lot of energy. Like he did commit. But he didn't, it just seemed like he was just too kind of stiff and too cool, or he's trying too hard to be too cute, as opposed to just being funny. That's just my opinion on it, The brother skit, where Taran Killam plays the older brother to, Nasim Pedrad's character, and, they all meet, it has Justin Bieber playing the boyfriend, they're meeting the family, stuff like that. The Glice, I think you said Glice. What is Glice? And Taran Killam just kept saying that and doing that. Taran Killam, in my opinion, it seems like he's trying too hard to do something Will Ferrell probably would have done. But see, Will Ferrell would have made this funny if he was the character. Now, I know Will Ferrell's too old to play a character like this, but like when Will Ferrell was in the cast, he would have did it. But it's like Will Ferrell would have killed this. He would have murdered. He would have made the, he would this would have got a stand. This would have got a booming roar of laughter. You know, sometimes it's not even about the actual lines or the jokes or the premise of the skit. Sometimes it's the performer that makes it good or bad. And Taran Killam, he did his thing, but this is not his thing. I think Rob Riggle, even though Rob Riggle I think wouldn't be a good cast for this, but I'm saying even like a you know what, Rob Riggle would have killed this. You know, Taran Killam this is not his thing. You know, doing these type of characters, this is not what he's good at. He needs to stick to things he's good. He's good at a lot of things. He's good at doing impersonations. He's good at doing the dancing type skits and the physical comedy. He's definitely good at physical comedy, you know. But this is Jason Sudeikis probably would have made this good. But I mean, you know, Jason Sudeikis is kind of too old to be cast as a character like this too, you know. But still. That's my opinion on it. I think Taran Killam was trying too hard to be Will Ferrell, but he just couldn't channel him. The Valentine's Day message thing, the little film, that was funny in certain parts. Bobby Moynihan was good in it. Justin Bieber was good in it too. He had a lot of little funny things to say. You know, again, skipping the musical performance. And then the final sketch, the Valentine's Day skit, I think they should have aired this earlier, you know, because, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I think they should have aired this a little earlier. It just seems like one of those things, like, they just slapped on at the end of the, you know, like, well, we got a little more time. Let's just do another skit. That's what it seems like. It seems like it would have gotten cut. But, you know what? I do like Jay Farrell's Daniel Fry character. I didn't like him at first, but it is growing on me. And it's not necessarily because of Jay Farrell. It's because of what's going. It's really what's the events that's going on. You know, everybody's describing what the stuff that they're describing what the students are doing. Like when Jay Farrell comes out and says, you're going to get detention if you do that again." Like the stuff that he's pointing out in the audience and saying what a student should stop doing. That's fun. Those are funny. Stuff like that's funny. It kind of reminds me of Get Off the Shed a little bit, but not really, you know. And Keenan Thompson always coming out and telling everybody to shut up and, yo, they did this for you. They did this for you. That is real. Like a coach, like somebody or one of those administrators coming out saying something. That's something they would do at a school dance, you know. Yeah, I think that was good. Overall, you know what? I was gonna say a bunch of, you know, not gonna say kind of not negative, but kind of I guess some harsh criticism about Justin Bieber. But as I kind of did the review and kind of looked over the notes and things, he didn't do too bad. But he didn't do, like I said, he didn't do too good either. You know, definitely could have been better than this. You know, I don't know if it was the writing, but I don't know. It just had that. It was just kind of a show. You know, nothing real spectacular. Nobody really killed it. It was just kind of like it was good. You know, it's kind of like, oh, okay, okay, all right. I didn't laugh too much, but I did laugh at Weekend Update and did laugh at the Bieber doubles thing. But everything else was pretty much like, okay, that's cool. I also want to talk about Vanessa Bayer too. I wanted to say this for a second. I may elaborate more in a separate edition of the podcast, but Vanessa Bayer is I'm really starting not to like her. Like the more I see her, the more I'm kind of really seeing that that she's not that versatile. You know, somebody said this in the Saturday Night Live message board. And everybody disagreed with him. But if you think about it, he was kind of right. You know, she's not that versatile. You know, and another thing I like to say about Vanessa Bayer too is that you know, she always starts out strong. And this is her third season. The first 2 seasons, I say the first maybe 4 episodes, maybe first 4 or 5 episodes, Vanessa Bayer is like one of the strongest cast members. Or she's like, oh my God, she comes out the bat swinging, or comes out, or whatever the term is. You know what I'm saying? She comes out, going hard, and then like throughout the season, she starts like, oh, she's not that good. She's okay. But and it seems like the same thing with this season too. Like the first 4 or 5 shows, Vanessa Bayer, I was like, oh yes, Vanessa Bayer, she's the future. And then after that, I'm like, okay, get rid of her. So that's what I'm kind of thinking. Like Nasim is starting to become a weak link too. Like Nasim was one of my. I was thinking when Kristen Wiig left, I was like, Nasim's gonna take over. She's gonna be the go-to chick for everything. And it seems like Cecily and Kate are the go-to chicks, and they're like featured. And Aidy I'm really feeling Aidy now. At first I was kind of like, whatever, some fat chick, just putting her on there, just to put her on there, whatever, blah blah blah. Aidy Bryant is making her mark and pulling her weight. I would definitely like to see more of her. Maybe some more original characters. Aidy Bryant is slowly becoming one of my favorite featured cast members. Tim Robinson, he was featured a lot in this episode, but again, I just feel that he's just. I'll elaborate more in another one. I need to wrap this up. I start rambling. So before I wrap it up, I'd like to give another shout out to the Giant Blast. Definitely check that out if you think you're going to be the next Justin Bieber. This could be the PR firm to really put you out there. So definitely don't sleep on the Giant Blast. I'm going to put all that information in the information box below. All right, and again, I'm just some guy named Jay. Good night and have a pleasant tomorrow.